Well guys, welcome back to the Budget Racing YouTube channel. We got our blocks all in. We got our new shocks on, which I painted them black because they was bright yellow. They was Moreau shocks, nothing fancy, just some cheap auto parts store new shocks, which it replaces the old ones. So we got everything kind of painted black, with some undercoating. And we did grind off the corners, like in my first video that I stated. Kind of just cut the corners off and grinded it down a little bit just to make more clearance. There's the extra pieces of the corners. There's a couple more laying here that I need to pick up. I did put a wheel spacer on it. There's another piece. Got them painted black where you don't see them in the wheel. Just a 1/4 inch wheel spacer. Yeah, I mean, I tried it without it, but I don't really like it. Here's the specs on these wheels. They're 15 by 10s with a 5.50 back spacing. And it's a center offset. When I looked up the wheel, there goes the center cap. When I looked up the wheel for an S10, this is what popped up that fits good and still stays pretty well up under the truck. I mean, that's a wide tire. They're the Jags Star wheels. They look pretty good. They got the big fat ones in the back and the skinnies up front. My buddy told me this is a good size tire to run, and it's a cheap tire, and you don't really have to spend a whole lot of money on these little skinnies. 165/80 15s, so the truck just has 15s all the way around. I need to clean the wheels. They got a little dirty for me driving it. I mean, they're a skinny tire. They handle good. I drove it in the rain Thursday. Pretty good tire. That tire come from eBay. It's just Thunder March Mach 1 or something. Which these are Mastercraft Avenger GTs. These tires came from eBay. The wheels actually came from Jags, but the tires came from eBay. 295/50 15s. That's the widest tire I can run on the S10, and it been pretty well factory rear end, everything. So I got my spacer on this side. Just wait until it dries before I put my wheel on. It actually needs a little bit longer studs, so I might get some longer studs eventually. But for right now, like I said in my first video, I left 3 leaf springs out. I did put a new bolt in the middle to bolt them together. Next step is getting some Caltrax or some kind of traction bars. I'd love to have some Caltrax. They're probably the top of the line traction bar for an S10 or really any hot rod that is rear wheel drive. I'll show you the overload leaf. It's a big thick one, and that bad boy is well over a 1/4 inch thick in the middle. Of course it gets thinner up here, but really don't need this one. And with both of them gone, it actually will make the back of the truck more flexible, I would say. So when I do get it V8'd and a posi unit in it, and it making some pretty good power. That little 4-cylinder don't pack a punch really. It should hook up pretty good with 3 leaf springs and good sized tire. And I need to find out what gear's in the back of this truck, and I'll probably put a mini spool in it. It's a cheap posi unit. It's full-time posi. That's the only bad thing, which both tires will be spinning no matter what. I've already undercoated the inner fenders. I need to do the rest of the frame, like right there where the cab mounts are. One day I'm going to spray the whole underneath of the truck. Got a little bit of yellow I need to spray right there. You ain't never going to see it, but at least I know it's been painted. But anyway, that's a little update on the truck. We're going to get the tires back on the ground. Get the tires mounted up after that paint dries up, and go from there. And I'll do another video of what it looks like with 5-inch blocks in the back. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This, like it is, I need to change the name of it. I decided to name my YouTube channel Budget Racing Garage. I do race a little bit here and there at my local tracks here in Tennessee. At Bristol, they have a street fights. So one day when the truck's actually making some power, I'd like to take it and make a couple passes in the truck. I also got a Focus ST that I run a couple times there. So it's just a budget build, nothing fancy. It's just, I live off of pretty much I live paycheck to paycheck. And I got a little extra free money to spend on stuff. It's pretty much the budget. And that's why I decided to name the YouTube channel Budget Racing Garage. Which I ain't got much of a garage. I just got a building I work out of. Here's a little engine I picked up. It was a full top to bottom engine. It's a 350 4-bolt main, bored 30 over, so it makes it a 355. I also picked up a 350 turbo transmission. I'm probably gonna rebuild it and put a shift kit in it. This motor was pretty well bone stock. I had a 2-barrel intake on it and carburetor, but it's gonna have a full barrel intake. And got a couple things I gotta get for it. You know, probably gonna rebuild the whole motor. New pistons, new crank, because it had, the bottom end was junk. And it didn't have no fancy pistons in it, just some cheap, probably rebuilt 30 over pistons. Some kind of knockoff brand. I like to put Wiseco pistons in it, but Wiseco pistons, it's pretty expensive. I ain't got that kind of money right now. But yeah, that's my plan. The Focus, my Focus ST is, it's fixed up a little bit. It's got a built motor in it, built bottom end, stock head. It's got Manley pistons in it, Molinar rods. It's on my YouTube channel. If you like the Focus STs, look it up. I mean, it's pretty well everything done to it other than going big turbo. It's got drilled and slotted rotors all the way around. Some hood scoops I've put in the hood. It's got a Mishimoto intercooler kit, blow-off valve, exhaust work. It runs pretty good. Here's a little bit of a walk around of the truck. Shaved front bumper. It's an 86 with a 91 to 93 grill and radiator support. The headlights are center. I didn't know you had to change the radiator support until I read up on it. Still got to redo the inside of it. That center cap ain't gonna be worth a shit. I still got to do the inside of the bed black. I'm gonna get that roll on or spray. Probably roll it on because I don't want it on the white. I'm gonna mask off the bed all the way around and redo the bed all black. Cover up the white from the overspray. Some aftermarket tail lights that was already in the truck. As you all can see, the name of the truck is White Lightning. She ain't got much lightning to her, but maybe one day she will. For a 355 V8 S10. Anyway, custom roll pan. I don't know what kind of roll pan it is, but whoever done it molded it in. I didn't do the body kit, ground effects, whatever it is. Someone done it and actually done a fairly good job on it. I mean, it's got a couple cracks that needs to be fixed, but for the most part, it's pretty good. Still got to get that piece painted. I got it laying on my toolbox up there. I painted the plastic piece last week. Gloss black, so I gotta get it painted, the white piece, and put it back on the truck. But that's my S10 and my Focus ST. I'm gonna get it lowered down on the ground and get the jack stands out from under it. I'll let you see what it looks like. Thanks for watching. See you next time.